tired of fighting, tired of holding on, tired of always hoping something might go wrong. You said love shouldn't feel like walking through a storm, and maybe I was asking you to keep yourself warm. But I don't mind the weather if it means I'm next to you. If you're tired, I'll stay. If you're breaking, I won't move. If you've run out of reasons, I'll find one for you. You can put your armor down. You don't have to be that brave. If your heart is done believing, mine still has enough to stay. You said you feel the distance growing every day, like love is slowly fading and slipping out of place. But I still see the way you look when you forget to hide the softness in your silence you're keeping deep inside. If you're tired, I'll stay through the quiet and the doubt. Even if you whisper that you're halfway walking out. I know love isn't easy, I know sometimes it shakes, but I'm not scared of staying, even when it breaks. Still holding on this tight, but I'd rather be the stubborn heart than give up without a fight. You don't have to promise or swear you'll never leave. Just let me love you longer than your fear believes. If you're tired, I'll stay. If you're if you're standing at the doorway, I won't pull you back in, but I'll be here in the quiet where your doubts behave. If your heart is done believing, mine still wants to stay. Even if you don't. You said you feel nothing when we talk these days, like love became a language you forgot how to say. I watched you search for feelings that weren't there to find, and I think I saw the moment you left us behind. I tried to hold the pieces, but they slipped through anyway. You're free now. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to love me just because we began. I won't make you carry what your heart let go. You're free. I finally know. I used to think that patience could fix what felt undone, but love can't grow in silence if it's only coming from one. And I don't wanna trap you in something half alive. You deserve a feeling that doesn't have to try. You're free now from the weight of my hope, from the version of forever we both couldn't hold. I won't stand in your way or ask you to explain. You're free now, even if I'm not the same. Maybe someday I'll thank you for teaching me this truth, that love can still be honest even when it's through. Soft ending. You're free now, and I'm learning to be too.
I heard the news on a Sunday morning, your name in lace and white. They say he bought the perfect venue with chandeliers and lights. I still remember cheap coffee, rain against my door. We used to plan a simple future on my apartment floor. You used to laugh at my old guitar and say it sounded brave, like even if it wasn't perfect, it still had love to give. I never had a mansion or diamonds I could show, just songs about forever and a heart that chose you slow. Maybe love needs more than promise. Maybe dreams need gold. So I hope you find your heaven in the gold inside his hands. I hope the life he builds for you is everything we plan. If comfort feels like safety and safety feels like home, and I'm glad you found your future, even if I'm alone. They say he drives a foreign car and owns half of this town, while I'm still chasing melodies in bars they're closing down. I won't pretend it didn't hurt watching you walk away, but love was never meant to cage the one who couldn't stay. And if wealth can give you peace at night, then I won't compete. Crystal lights above. I hope he gives you comfort in the language of his love. I may not own a kingdom or buy you everything, but I would have given you time, when I've learned to build more walls, when I can offer more than music and a heart that falls. Still I hope you find your heaven in the life you chose to start, 'cause loving you was never about keeping your heart. It was about seeing you happy, even if it breaks me slow. Some loves are meant to free you and let you go. You chose a life of silver, I chose a life of song, and maybe both of us are right where we belong.
I heard he ran in roses all the way down the hall, paid a band to play your favorite song at the ballroom wall. I used to play it softer in the corner of my room, just you and me and broken strings under a quiet moon. I hope he knows you hate the cold and need the lights left on. I hope he learns the way you think when something feels wrong. I hope he sees the fragile parts you never let me miss. I hope he loves you better than I ever did. He can buy you winter holidays, flights across the sky, while I was saving up just to try to give you something stable, something strong and sure. But love alone was never a cure. And maybe I was brave in heart, but timid in the world. I hope he knows you cry sometimes for reasons you can't say. I hope he holds you closer on your harder days. I hope he builds the life for you that I was dreaming of. And I hope he gives you the version of love there's no bitterness inside me, just a small goodbye. Some stories aren't about who stayed, but who tried. I hope he knows your favorite song and sings it out of tune. I hope he wakes before you just to watch you sleep till noon. And if he gives you everything that I was scared to lose, then loving you enough to let you go is what I choose. You deserve the future without wondering.
don't say it loud anymore, but I can hear it clear in the way you close the door and the space you leave right here. We used to talk about forever like it was carved in stone. Now forever sounds like something you'd rather face alone. So I won't ask you to stay if your heart's already gone. I won't beg you for a love you don't feel anymore. If holding on feels heavier than walking out the door, I won't ask you to stay like I did before. I used to fight the silence, try to fill the cracks, but love shouldn't feel like I'm the only one pushing back. You look at me with kindness, but kindness isn't fire, and I can't make you want me by wanting you higher. So I won't ask you to stay if staying feels untrue. I won't turn you down into something you must choose. You deserve a love that feels easy in your chest, and maybe letting go is loving you the best. It hurts more than I'm showing, but I won't make you see. You don't owe me forever, just honesty. So I won't ask you to stay, I won't stand in your way. If your heart found another road, I'll let you walk away. Some loves are not about who tries the hardest to. Sometimes love is knowing when you're not chosen to. And that's okay. They said the hall was glowing with gold along the walls, your name written in flowers like it belonged along, along. I saw a glimpse of white lace in a picture someone shared. You looked like you were shining, like you finally weren't scared. We used to sit on sidewalks, counting passing cars, talking about a little house and naming future stars. The dreams feel different when the world gets loud, and love feels smaller in a richer crowd. I guess I was a chapter, not the final page. He can give you marble floors and mornings without fear, a life that feels much steadier than what we build right here. And I can give you distance and space to understand that loving you was real, even if I couldn't give you more than where I stand.
Never blamed your choices or the road you had appear. Sometimes love is timing, sometimes it's what we make. And maybe I was rich in heart, but poor in worldly plans, trying to build forever with empty hands. He can give you safety and everything arranged, a world where nothing trembles, nothing feels unsure or strange. And I can give you freedom to live the life you planned, 'cause loving you was always more than what I had. If one day you remember the nights we talked till 2, know that every promise I ever made was true. I just didn't have the means to make them all come through. He can give you comfort and a future bright and grand. I can give you blessing as you hold another hand. Some loves are not about who gets to understand. They're about letting go and knowing where you stand. I loved you the best I could, from where I stand. They say you look like heaven, walking down the aisle, silk falling from your shoulders, carrying that smile. I remember borrowed candles, lighting up our room, talking about forever, like it would happen soon. But forever doesn't always look the way we dream. He gives you silk and silver, crystal glasses, diamond rings. I gave you late night laughter and simple little things. If love was built on comfort, I guess he built it right. I built it out of promises and hope and candlelight. I heard the house is beautiful, with windows facing sea, the kind of place you once described when you were next to me. And maybe that's what love is, letting someone rise, even if it means you're watching from the sidelines. He gives you silk and silver, morning coffee served in bed. I gave you old love songs and words I never said. If happiness feels safer with everything arranged, then I'm glad your heart found something I couldn't change. I won't rewrite our story or say that you were wrong. We were young and dreaming, dreams don't last that long. He gives you silk and silver and a future bright and white.
about making you stay.
There's no storm left in this room, no shattered glass, no raised voices, just two people sitting quiet. After all the choices, you don't look angry anymore, you just look sure. And somehow that's the hardest part to endure. But we were good, weren't we? Before the doubt came in, before the silence grew so loud it drowned what we had been. I won't beg for something you don't feel anymore. I just hope you remember what we were. I can see it in your breathing. You've already let me go, like you've been packing up your heart long before you told me so. And I won't turn this into a scene from some sad song. Not every ending means that someone did it wrong. Sometimes love just reaches the edge of what it can be. And we were good, weren't we? For a while we shined, we gave it everything we had, every ounce of time. If love is meant to teach us, then maybe this is mine, to let you walk away and still be fine. I don't need the last word, I don't need the blame. We both loved honestly, it just didn't stay the same. And maybe that's the bravest thing we'll ever do, to stop holding on when it's no longer true. And we were good, weren't we? And that's enough for me. Not every love is meant to last eternally. I won't ask you to remember or look back at our door. Just know I'm grateful for what we were. regrets, just a quiet thank you. You said maybe we're different, maybe we've outgrown the way we used to fit, like we were carved in stone. You said love feels heavy, like it's losing light, and maybe you stopped fighting long before tonight. You gave up before I did, before the spark was gone, before the silence settled in, and proved that we were wrong. I'm still here believing there's something left to fix. You let go of forever, I'm still holding it. You don't look at me the same. There's distance in your eyes, like you've already made peace with our goodbye. But I still hear the echo of laughter in this room, and I can't turn my heart off the way you seem to. Maybe love is uneven, maybe that's the truth. You gave up before I did, before we lost the flame, before the memories faded or forgot our names. I'm not asking you to stay if staying feels untrue, but I can't stop loving the version of you. If loving harder scares you, I don't mean to make you run. I just don't know how to quit when I've already begun. And maybe someday I'll learn how to loosen my grip, but tonight I'm still the one who hasn't given up yet. You gave up before I did, and maybe that's okay. Some hearts leave early, some choose to stay. I won't beg or break you or try to change your view, but if you ever look back, I'll still be loving you. Not because I have to, but because I do. I saw the pictures online tonight, you standing next to him in a dress that cost more than my whole year's rent did. The church looked like a postcard, flowers white as snow, and I was in my bedroom with nowhere else to go. I almost bought a train ticket just to see it through, but I don't own a suit that fits the world you moved into. He can give you Paris and diamonds in the spring, while all I ever offered was second-hand everything. I guess love doesn't pay the bills or buy a wedding ring, but I hope he gives you everything that I couldn't bring. We used to talk about forever on a mattress on the floor, dreaming of a tiny house and nothing more. You said you didn't need much, just someone who would stay. But staying doesn't sparkle the way money does these days. And I don't blame your heart for wanting something safe. Sometimes love isn't enough to build the life we crave. He can give you oceans and balconies with views, while all I ever promised was songs I wrote for you. Maybe I was rich in feeling but poor in everything. Still I hope he gives you everything. And if one day you hear my voice on some late night radio, no, I never hated you, I just had to let you go. He can give you comfort and a future made of gold, and I can give you freedom to live the life you chose. I loved you with my whole heart, that's something I can keep. And sometimes loving someone means letting go in peace. I couldn't afford the wedding, but I could afford to wish you well.